Comicsgate 61 review. All right, let's start this thing.
Hail Caesar!
Okay.
Hail Caesar!
Hail Caesar!
Rotard.
We got a lot of clenches in the house. We got
Retardcampaign.
Chipotle Boots
There
and
he
Brad
is.
Noble.
His
We got
big
Adam
boy.
AF. I've been clenching. We got Big Steve Clench Hard Brothers
Pantard.
RBCC. We got Fonz
Pantard.
and Destiny. Hail Valkyrie Clench
Pantard.
Brothers. Watermelon
Yeah.
Platypus Sunshine Sunflower. Beautiful. We got a ton of Hail Caesars. Carl Hungus, Watermelon Platypus, Steve Dye. It's McGee. That's Crystal McGee. We got Dan Marshall. We got Brian the Observer. Hail Brother. We got Carl Hungus. We got DJ Kong Terry. Comic Girl Ava. Matt Hayes. Hail. Hail, brother.
Hail.
Momentous times. I mean, let's take it away. Gat, how do you feel, brother? I mean, peace in our time.
I feel high.
Yeah.
Very tall
amazing.
person there.
I've been there,
Hi.
brother. I've been there, man. I have
Hi.
been there. I've
Yeah.
absolutely felt what you felt right now. We got Caesar in the house. He says, Ave War Campaign. Hail, Caesar. Hail, Caesar.
Hail Caesar.
Hail Caesar.
Incredible. We got Akuma. On a scale of 1 to 10, how gay is this going to be tonight? I would have to say,
So what
you know what?
happy?
I'm not sure how gay you think it's going to be,
Happy.
11.
Yeah.
11.
Happy and gay?
We got Soyber Frog, hashtag
Frolicking
love
through the fields.
campaign. We got a lot of Hail
Yeah.
Caesars. We got Jorge Verchetti here with one nut. He's actually, unfortunate news there. He will be getting that nut removed. It seemed like for a while there that he would be bypassing the chemo. But the chemo is going to go through.
that's
He
not
will be
good.
getting radioactive. What was it he said, guys? Radioactive injections?
Yes.
Gonna
Yeah,
take
some
his
kind of,
nut right off.
radioactive iodine.
That's it.
Treatments.
Yeah, exactly.
squirrel
So there
took
you go.
his
We
nut.
feel for you, brother, but still,
It's
that
bad.
doesn't mean that you can shirk your duties as moderator
Or hate
tonight,
one
brother.
nut.
Cancer is no excuse, brother. We got
Yes.
huge ass. This is what the war
Give
campaign
me
is
Lawrence
fighting for
or hate
at
one
long
nut.
last. V. John
Yes, I
Delano. We
know.
got Rhaegar Targaryen Blame War Campaign. We got Brick 13 Hail War Campaign. We got Soyber Frog with a ton of rainbows. I mean, an absolute ton of rainbows.
Hail Soyber
Taste
Frog.
the rainbow.
We got Comic Girl Ava. Gail, you had to show up, didn't you, you fat bitch? Well, this is a problem, man. I mean,
Wow.
you know what,
Yes.
Gail? She's
no.
horrible in the chat, but then I was on
Auntie Gail,
the Discord voice
you
chat.
be
and she
nice
showed
to
up,
Auntie
and I
Gail.
didn't realize that it was one of our own
Big
Centurions
boy.
being Gail.
Big
but the way the
boy. Oh,
delivery
look at
she
that. He
gave,
got a little mustache.
I'm not kidding around, man. It
I think
was
he
scary.
was
It
screwed
was
with it
scary.
last
She's
time.
aggressive. She's sexually
Big boy.
aggressive.
That was really
Damn.
Gale. You had
Look
to
at
kick her
that
from the
little
Discord.
gay there,
Yeah,
big
look,
boy.
I'll put it this
Look
way.
at that.
Not
Oh,
all
bet
fat
you're
women
sexual.
are sexually aggressive. They just aren't. You know, there's a stereotype out there, but some of them are actually soft and lovable. You know, that's just the type of people they are. And right here, for example,
no.
we got Faith. I mean,
No,
Pan,
no,
how do you see Faith?
no. This,
Wow.
I don't
yeah,
like
soft
this.
and
No.
lovable. That's a good way. Is she
No, this is
superhero
nice.
material?
Pink.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what about you,
This,
Ty? I mean,
though-
does she have cellulite, brother?
No.
Yeah, probably. She's one of them big
Rats with
girls where,
wings.
from like the
Look at
chest
the
up,
rats
she's
with wings.
decent. I mean, she's got a pretty face, but then
Pigeons.
your eyes
Yay.
lower down, and I mean,
Yay.
that's too much.
Well, it's shaped like the Android symbol, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh man, the Android symbol. Yeah, that's it. That's it. No, you know what? To me, I mean, she looks pretty good to me, but I don't know, dude. Just doesn't bug me all that much. All right, let's take a look over here. What's the chat saying? Yeah, I mean, overall, I think they're focused on the love campaign. But we've got Sierra Whiskey. He's saying it's not gay enough. Turn up the gay. We got yeah, well, that's it. We and Terry. We need more gay. We got Gail saying Ava is jelly. Right, so Ava, Comic Girl Ava, you know what? She's actually got that kind of physique, that sporty physique. You know what I mean?
Sporty
Yeah.
Spice.
Only one
Yeah.
thing that Gale
Yeah,
asks,
Sporty
and that's
Spice.
if you bring extra
Yeah. Yeah.
Holy cow! So it's all right to have
Spice World.
a sporty physique, but you can't be jealous
all the
of
Spice
your more
Girls here.
curvier sisters,
Yeah. Oh, no, wait. There's
even
one
if that means that you've got to drink a bucket of
no, there's one
grava, right?
Gravy.
No,
Yeah,
there's
gravy,
one.
Ava, grava. Very good.
You need Sporty
It's a new thing,
Spice.
I guess.
Sporty Spice.
Well, that's it. That's it, man. There you go. So we've got a very special guest tonight. I'm going to drop him a link. Okay, so this
Wow.
is Mr. John Della Rose. You know what? It's time to let bygones be bygones. So here it comes, man. I'm going to drop him the link.
The
You
love
know,
campaign.
yeah, let's hear it, Pam. What are you thinking, brother? I mean, what are you thinking about tonight?
Well, hell froze over, And
No,
you
is it
know,
a bad word?
we're here. We're gonna have John Della Rosa on with us. You know, it's a
I do agree.
it's a joyous occasion.
The bad bass.
Joyous.
Yes.
Bad
all
bass
over.
froze over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Everybody unclench, relax, and let's turn up the gay.
That's it.
Yay,
That's
gay.
it, man. We are going to take
Yeah.
the gate to 11.
Yeah.
We can't afford
Gay-
to,
gay lord over
you know, to
here
hold
from
on to
Rotard.
past
You would know.
let's say
Hippie
slights,
head boy.
you know, swings and arrows. And let's hear a man out. Let's hear a man out today. Let's hear what he's got to say
right.
for himself, and you know, maybe we can get clarity, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we need clarity.
We're searching for it.
Yeah, we need clarity. What is clarity, Ty? What is clarity? mean?
Spice Girls, yay!
Just shedding light on a situation and putting it in focus and making it more clear.
Right. Does clarity come
All the
after
spice.
meditation,
All
or
the
does it
spice.
come after consultation with
Yay,
your gods? How does
spice.
it come, brother?
Ooh.
All the above. It can come from
Ooh,
you
I
know,
like this
you gotta
spice right
dissect it,
here.
or you know, you could do
I
your
like
meditative
this-
yoga or
This
whatever.
is a very
you know,
nice spice right
it
here.
can come from drugs,
Yes,
alcohol, whatever.
It's a very
Right on.
nice.
So we're-
Oh, look at
Hail,
here.
Mr.
Oh,
John
yeah.
Della Rose. Welcome, brother. Welcome.
Nail
Welcome.
John.
Hell.
How are you,
Well,
brother?
Hello.
Big baby.
I just got off work, so I'm tired, you know.
Right on. You're looking
Yeah.
good, man. You got your
Thanks.
Trump hat on. But well, this is a make science fiction fun
Boy.
again.
Make science fiction fun again. That's my
Oh,
whole purpose
that's-
in life. So,
Mm.
yeah.
I
Sure.
like it, brother.
Mm.
That looks great, man. You're looking well. I got to say, I
Thanks.
don't know if you caught that last meme that we put up, but we're looking for clarity tonight, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're looking for two becoming one. I thought.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We are, man. We are looking for,
No,
and
you
that's why
didn't.
this meme. Hold on, I'm gonna put it up. Just make sure
Oh,
you click me. You can see
No,
this
you
is,
did.
This is the Spice
Oh,
Girls
that's
right
a
here.
terrible quote. Bad.
I need some love
Oh,
like
the
I've
Spice Girls,
never needed
yeah.
love before.
Oh, all the spice.
That
Oh,
is
baby
disgusting.
spice. Oh, no. Bye-bye. Oh, scary spice. No,
Right, I mean,
sporty,
never ends.
sporty spice.
That's it.
Yay.
Friendship never ends. Pan,
Oh,
you know any
sporty
of those?
spice.
Have you
Very
been
nice.
practicing those? Tell me,
Yes.
If you want to be my lover,
Over.
that's all I know right there.
Come on, man.
So what
Luxurious
are the
spice, I don't
choices
know.
here?
Posh spice?
Like
I
why?
think it's the name.
Obviously,
Yeah, it's a
Ethan's posh. I mean, that makes sense, right?
Don't think too hard, John.
Hail Caesar.
Don't think too hard.
Very
Yeah, man.
nice. Oh, these
You want
are,
to
these are
get through the
amazing.
Spice
Yes.
Girls, brother? Don't think too hard. That's how it works.
Oh, yeah.
Why I'm the sporty one, I don't know. Why she's holding me? Don't ask me. Pan, you got sexy
I
spice.
like the sporty. Very nice.
Yeah,
sporty.
naturally.
And poshy spice.
Yeah, there it is, man. And John, you
Bend
know
it
what?
like
You got
Beckham. Oh, I
baby
bet she
spice.
does
That
bend
makes
it like
sense, though, right?
Beckham.
It's my baby face, you know. Yeah.
Exactly. We got.
That's
Because
naughty.
you
I
actually
won't-
know their
I mean, I'd
names.
say that to-
Well, I mean, I was a fan. I was gonna say we got scary
Bad
spice. And she's
Retardcampaign.
got.
Bad
Edwin the Elder.
Retardcampaign.
So there it is.
Oh,
man.
no.
She's scary spice.
No, brother, no,
If
no.
Edwin shaved his beard, I don't know that he'd be scary anymore, though.
No, I know what you mean.
Yeah.
I know what you mean, brother.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at some of the chat over here. We've got, let's see here. It's McGee, Crystal McGee. She says, Blue Dolphin, Blue Dolphin, Blue Dolphin. We've got, we've got Akuma. It got gay right off the bat.
Yeah, what'd you expect? We told you. We told you.
Very gay. Much happiness. Love campaign at this
We
point.
did, we
Yeah.
did, and we will deliver it. Okay,
Yeah.
John, I got to ask you. We've got a lot of people that have been asking me this question. Do you like tacos?
Oh yeah, I eat tacos like
Wow.
probably 3 times a week. Yeah.
Good choice.
All right, this is
Million
good. All right.
approves.
All right, so
John
that's
Million likes the
awesome.
tacos.
I'm
Yeah.
so happy to hear. How about jalapeno?
Million loves the tacos.
Yeah, jalapenos are
Wolf
like my
campaign
white
Gaylord
flag.
over
I
there.
get that shit into my
John
veins.
Malin, yeah. Very happy person.
Good answer, man. And we got Gail. She says, this is Gail, the Gail, by the way. I would rub sour cream all over JDA.
No,
She
no,
likes you,
I
brother.
don't want to.
She
No,
likes you.
No, that's a good.
Oh, I'm skipping ahead. I'm gonna puke.
I don't know. I mean,
This
if
is terrible.
it was
Oh, God.
guac, you know.
Oh,
be a little
no!
sexier.
Stop
Okay.
talking. Bad.
ComicsGate
Skipping.
Club.
Oh, good. Someone I don't.
Com Cult. That's right. We're the Comics
Okay,
Gate
good
Com Cult.
timing. Good
Com
timing to
Cult.
come
That's
back
right.
in
Yeah,
on.
Seaman Saver.
Oh,
You got
that's
it.
terrible.
So
RBCC.
the thing is, John, tell me something. First of all, I need to ask you, brother. Are you gonna work with us, brother? Are you gonna save your semen for Caesar?
Hashtag RBCC.
Wow. Yeah. So
You've heard about this, right?
that's cool. It was. Are you going to change Indicron name to? Is what Ethan asked, but that's quite the upsell. It's quite the upsell.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't it? Just a little bit,
Rainbow
right?
Brute celibacy
Just a little
challenge.
bit. So what's the challenge? What's
Okay,
the
so
exact
what it
challenge
is this, all right? So, you got a Valkyrie right here. She's got a womb, but that womb is not just a regular womb. It's a Valkyrie womb. You hear what I'm saying here? And all of us Centurions and Valkyrie, we want to create the super soldiers for Caesar. And how are we going to do that, brother? You can't just, be placing your seed willy-nilly. You've got to concentrate it into an absolutely epic dose by saving it for Caesar,
Ooh,
brother.
Dragon
And then at
Ball!
the exact same
Dragon
moment,
Ball Z,
when
yeah!
Rainbow Brute drops.
Big
guess what
spirit
happens?
bomb! Yeah!
Vesuvius.
Mm-hmm. Right?
That's right.
It's like Dragon Ball!
It's
Super
Rainbow
Saiyan!
Orgy will ensue.
Sure!
What I want to know, brother, is that will you save your seed with us, brother?
Massive
Wow.
spirit bomb.
No
I'm gonna
pressure.
have
You don't have to
No
do it.
pressure.
It's gonna be a while, so it takes
I
a
just
steely,
wanna-
Really
steely
big bomb.
mind.
Really big
I'd
spirit
have to,
bomb.
very much.
Dragon
if
Ball
I
Z.
agree to this, I'm gonna have to be harassing Ethan every day. Please put up the Rainbow Brute campaign.
Yeah,
Please
no, we
put up
do.
the Rainbow
We do.
Brute. Okay.
Yes.
Okay,
We
look,
do
and here's
save
the thing. There is a fail-safe, okay? You know what? We're not perfect. We're none of us are perfect. I mean, Ava, are you perfect?
No, absolutely not.
There we go. And that's why we've got ACV. Ava, do you want to take it away? Maybe explain what the ACV is for.
ACV helps restart the process so then you can stand strong but not firm.
That's right.
That's
Apple
it.
cider
And
vinegar. Sometimes you
messed
gotta
up-
reconsecrate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
If you mess up, you're saying, Ava, if you mess up,
If you
You dip
mess
your
up,
balls in it.
then you drink
gotta dip
apple
your
cider
balls in it.
vinegar.
all right. So when you inevitably
It'll
mess up,
sting a
listen to me.
little.
That's the thing. All right. So here you are, John. Right. You're absolutely you're in a state. Right? You're all riled up. You're turned on. Maybe you've been looking at
Yeah.
fantasy art, and
Yeah.
you decide to say to yourself,
Okay.
"This is the moment. I'm
Mhm.
going to touch myself. Right.
There
I'm
you
going to
go.
spill my seed." If you do so, brother, that's where the ACV comes into play.
Okay.
Reconsecrate your genitalia, and you will be reborn once more, and you can recommence the Rainbow Brute Celibacy Challenge.
Mhm.
That's it.
Is this kind of like No Fap November, but more epic?
Yes. More epic and with rainbows at the end.
With rainbows at the end, and Panboy's doing it.
Yes.
confirmed.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Well, I mean, if Panboy can be that strong, I can't let him outstrength me.
No, you
No.
can't.
Yeah.
You can't. You got to
So-
take the challenge with me.
All right.
Excellent. That's what I'd like to hear. Ava, please lead the chant for Hail Daddy Sunbeam. Let's keep saying it. John, repeat it with her, please. All right, please, Ava, go ahead.
Hail, Daddy Sunbeam. Hail, Daddy Sunbeam. Hail, Daddy
Hail.
Sunbeam.
Okay. Let's see if I can do
Yeah.
this
I want to
sexier
join
than her.
in.
All right, go for it, John. All right.
Hold on. All right.
Hail, Daddy Sunbeam.
Oh,
Scary Batman! Go away! No, no! That was terrible. I'm skipping ahead. That's horrifying.
I seen a guy.
God,
Is
no.
the Emperor pretty
Bad.
cute, but
Oh, more
but
scary.
He's definitely the focal point.
Oh,
of
God,
the,
that was
of the
bad.
picture here.
Oh.
Look at her,
Oh,
John, and then say,
oh,
Hail Daddy Sunbeam.
Hail, Daddy Sunbeam.
No, man, you got to make it sexy. Ava, show him how it's done. Show him how it's done.
Hail, Daddy Sunbeam.
Damn.
Ooh, man. RBCC's hard sometimes, I got to say.
Yeah.
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 I'm
That's why I didn't
surprised.
do it.
I could tell that's also how you have her pregnant in that picture because you kept seeing Kate Upton in front of you, and you're like spreading the seed even more.
Strong but not firm.
Yep, yep.
You got it. That's it, man. All right, right on, man. We got Big Stevie says, wow, the emotions are high and tight in this one. This is it. We got Sierra Whiskey. He says, harder. I think, you know what, John? I think we got the people. They're asking you, brother, harder. One more time, babe.
Yeah. Extra sexy.
All right.
Hail, Daddy
No,
Sunbeam.
bad. No more.
There
No.
you go.
No.
Move
He's
along.
definitely.
Oh, that's nice.
He's definitely in the cult.
Yep.
I mean, he's pretty angry right now and wishes he could relieve his pressure on that sword that's sticking out there. You know, but he can't. He knows he can't. Right?
No, he can't. No.
Yeah.
No. And how about
Very
these
sad.
two ladies in the middle? Do they have good personalities, brother?
You know, they seem like just great people to talk
Very
to,
nice
you know?
personalities.
I
Yes.
imagine
Very nice.
really good conversation,
Very nice
just
personalities.
really good social
Yeah.
interaction,
Ooh.
and yeah, probably very smart people too. I mean,
Right. You love women, no, John?
I absolutely, yeah.
Darth
That's it. I mean,
Vader.
some people, you know what? There's all kinds of
Yeah.
wording out there. You know, sometimes they say, okay, you know, we're
Chewbacca.
misogynistic, we're chauvinistic, but I
Yeah,
don't think that's true.
I don't want to be involved with misogynistic, chauvinistic stuff. No.
Excellent, brother. That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Hold on a second. We got Caesar. He wants to come on for a bit. I think he's free. So let's
Cool.
send the link over to him. Yeah. Hold on a second here. And I mean, we can ask him what he thinks about what's at the end of the ring. Caesar, if you don't mind, John, do you want this is weird? Or is it we got different personalities? I mean, the way that Ava just
No.
There we go.
This could be
Right
gay
there.
level 12.
Okay.
Are we getting there?
Yeah.
We might be, man. We might be. We got Etcher von Biscayne. I need to hear the royal decree from Caesar on this JD8 chump. He's a snake waiting to strike. Okay, we got different personalities in the house. Hail Caesar.
Hey.
Hail
Can you
Caesar.
guys hear me?
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Hey, Ethan.
Am I echoing?
Nope, you're not echoing.
Oh, okay, good. Hey, how you guys doing? Hey, John.
I'm good,
Hail
Ethan.
Caesar.
Hail
Hail Daddy Sunbeam.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
good,
yeah.
Ethan. Here we go.
Hold 1 second, Caesar, if you don't mind. John, do you
Ooh,
want to
nice
say it directly to him, please? Hail Daddy Sunbeam, the way that Ava just...
No,
no.
no.
No, one time, please. I mean, he's been practicing.
We're already at like the weirdest level possible. Like, it's
Please.
gonna
Let's
be-
make it weird
Hey.
level
maybe one too
17.
Weird.
Please, please.
Weird level 17.
None necessary.
It is
Yeah.
very. Come on.
Please.
I don't think we can do it. He told us no. No means no.
No.
John, please. I mean, Ava,
Cosplay is not consent, bro.
Ava, lead
We
the
implore
chant
you.
one time. Lead the chant one time, Ava.
Hail Daddy Sunbeam.
Oh my goodness.
Come on, John. Let's hear it.
Look,
Come on, John, one time, brother.
I want Ethan to look directly in the camera while I do it.
Sure.
Yes.
there we go.
Okay. Hail, Daddy Sunbeam.
Beautiful.
Sexier now. Sexier.
That man just lost
How you
his
doing,
balls.
Caesar?
I'm
Hail,
just
Caesar.
saying.
I'm doing good. Very alarmed.
Bye-bye,
by
baby.
I don't know if
Bye-bye.
you saw what he's doing
Big
on
baby,
Twitter,
go bye
but
bye balls.
he has decided to
The
show
Peter
us some
Pro
cleavage. He
RBCC.
said, why should Heather
No,
and
eunuch.
have all the fun?
Oh, I don't want to see the picture.
Woo!
And
Oh, no.
yeah, I'm highly disturbed by this. I think you will be too. Do you want to
no.
see it or do you not
Yes.
want to see
Yeah,
it?
let's take a look.
Don't do
Do
it.
Of
it.
course.
Okay, all right. I mean, this is the thing. This is a deep concern. I think people. All right. Spoiler warning. Let me see here. Go Hangouts, and I will show. I'm a boomer too, guys. It takes me a while to get this stuff done.
Boomer.
But here we go.
Boomer.
This is
Very
Tony
boomer.
Isabella.
Oh, what is
Can you
this
see it?
thing?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he said, why should Heather Antos get all that sweet Comicsgate attention? This cleavage
No.
is for you boys.
Mm,
Now, I
no.
figured that you guys would
No.
be the most
No.
interested in this. Like, this is something that
No.
is right to you. Uniquely, you would know how to handle this
No.
situation
Yeah.
more than anyone else in Comicsgate. So,
I think so. You know what, Caesar? He is our type of fellow. I think he wants our attention, and we will give it to him.
Rotard.
I say show me
That's
more.
why it's
Show
Rotard.
me
Yep,
more.
Rotard. Mm.
Guys, how are you going to be able to handle the challenge looking at pictures like that? Though?
Ooh.
Yeah. You guys gotta, your mantra has to be no hole, RBCC. You just repeat that over and over when you see tantalizing images.
I just have to wonder if it is porn.
It is. It better not be porn.
But I can't even see his nipples, though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was wondering if you're going to scroll down. Is there a
I
multi-
can't scroll. I don't think I can scroll down. This is a picture of the tweet. Now I am blocked by Tony Isabella creator of Black Lightning and a couple of other characters with black in their prefix who are black. Yeah, it is true. I mean, this is you're looking at the creator of social justice in the 1970s.
Black Lightning, okay. I like this show on the CW. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice. Nice Lightning.
Someone who's not blocked, tweet him and say, we want more, please.
Yeah, please. If you would, Centurion's Valkyrie, assemble the shock troops.
Well, remember, everyone had to dox their nipples in order to be part of the war campaign.
That's hard.
Remember?
Right,
Yeah.
So if Tony wants in, he's got to show us some nipple.
Well, I don't disagree with you guys. You know, I rarely do, and you know, so I thought I would show you. I thought you should be aware of the situation. The creator of Black Lightning has a little something for you, and you know,
oh, you look good. You're glowing, actually, Caesar. Today, you're glowing. Have you noticed?
I'm always glowing. I'm a human sunbeam.
Hey, Caesar.
What the hell?
Very
In my
glowing.
basement, you know how the situation is.
Oh yeah.
He'd be great for the EDM festivals.
The room is yellow,
yeah, dance,
you know,
techno.
and then the lights and everything. And I
Techno,
can't get
techno,
the
Caesar person.
I would like to get the nice tones, you know, skin tones that you have, Ro.
Right.
You know,
Well, you know what I do? I put the light on the ground over there on the bottom, and it's focused downwards so that it doesn't reflect off the sweat off my head. Off my forehead.
Sweat off your head?
Yeah, the forehead, man. I got that sweat going on. You know, I mean, Ava, she just gets my crank going when she starts doing the ASMR.
Wow.
ASMR, very
Male
nice.
Valkyrie.
Very nice. ASMRs.
Well,
Yes,
you know
they're
that
very nice
the lights in here
ASMRs.
serve a primary purpose. I mean, I'm more than just a broadcaster.
Right.
I am also a comic book artiste, and this stuff, the lights are mostly just aimed at my desk, and that light comes. Look at my hands when I do that. That's sunbeam right there. See that?
It's real.
Yeah, it is real. It is real. Believe it, brother.
I told you.
So we stand at a precipice, Caesar, do we not? We stand at a precipice. We've, you know, our brother over here, John, he was cast out of the light, right? He wandered the land for 4 months. You know, he said to me, the first thing he said to me, John, right, was, I asked you, how did it feel, right? I mean, how was it? How have you been? And you said to me, Ro, it's been a long 4 months.
Yeah, definitely. I don't think anybody found fighting to be fun. So except for when we're laughing and being joyous and fighting the SJW scourge that plagues our culture today. That's the only time it ends up being fun. So it's my goal not to fight anybody. I just want to keep my head down, make books, and do my thing.
Love campaign.
Try to work as hard as I possibly can, and I want to hang out and just
Peace campaign.
Right on, brother. Right on. I like that. Caesar, what do you think of what our brother John is saying?
Well, here's what I said about John that I think people need to understand. John is leadership material. He's a leader. So there are some people who are soldiers. There's some people who are leaders, and John is a leader. And I think he's made that clear. And so that has to be respected. And listen, I want more leaders in this fan community, if you know what I mean.
Mini
I
boss.
want more leaders actually making decisions,
mini boss.
Making bright moves, making contacts, doing good comics, speaking the truth about these social justice wars. And that doesn't mean that we have to always agree. I'm not going to always agree with that with anyone in Comicsgate, obviously. But man, I don't want to be fighting with bright people like John Delarose. That's not what I'm here to do. I'm here to fight the idiots who are destroying the comic book industry and Star Wars. So my feeling about John Delarose is that his leadership potential, his leadership abilities have to be respected, and as such, he needs to be welcomed in here. I hope he's loyal to Comicsgate. I hope that he understands who the enemy is. I hope he doesn't have partnerships or allegiances with people who we consider to be dangerous and toxic, to the movement.
Toxic zipping on
and that's a matter of trust. But as it stands right now, I think that we should be very generous with trust. when it comes to John Delarose and give him a chance to prove himself.
Cat.
And I think if he does prove himself, it's going to benefit Comicsgate immensely. Immensely.
Hail Caesar.
I see a big 2019. We've got a lot coming up, all of us.
John, can I get a Hail Caesar, brother?
Yeah, Hail Caesar, Hail Caesar.
No, but with
John,
Hail.
I think
With feeling, big baby. With feeling.
Here's what I think John is. I think John is Pompeii. I mean, if this is ancient Rome,
You already lost your balls.
John
You might as well
is,
swallow.
I mean, maybe John is. Let's go to Egypt. Maybe John Delarose is Egyptian. Maybe he is Mark Antony, and there's a Cleopatra somewhere, I'm sure.
Ooh, Cleopatra,
And that
nice.
needs to be respected. Mark
Yeah.
Antony was Roman, but of course he went over there to Egypt and started a partnership over there with the leadership of Egypt. I can see that being John Delarose. He doesn't need to hail Caesar. He doesn't need to show deference or respect to me. Well, respect would be nice. It'll be returned.
Yeah, I'll give you respect, Ethan, for sure.
So that's since we're doing this thing here with ancient Rome,
Respect
I think
points.
that's pretty cool. I think seeing John as Mark Antony is awesome. What do you think of that, John?
Yeah, I'll be good with that. Sounds good.
Good level up, huh?
Can
Okay.
we still get him to hail Daddy Sunbeam?
No. By the way, Andrea did come down, and Andrea said, "What's with these women calling you daddy? Could you make that stop?" I was like, every single time.
So only John can do it now.
Even men, yeah. She didn't mention the men. That didn't bother her as much for some reason. But yeah, even the men. No more
The men require a circus.
That's
I
understandable.
like
If
circus.
there's one person that's higher up than Caesar, it's Aunt Andrea. So
Lions and tigers and bears are mine.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Woo,
Yeah, what's
that's
happening
nice.
over here, Caesar?
No,
You got any
well, on
idea?
one side. Very nice.
It's not what I
Very
expected.
nice. Very
To be
nice
honest
here.
with you, it's a surprising.
Yeah.
Two
Nice.
beautiful women
Very nice
hanging
here.
out with the
Yeah.
denuded Tony Isabella.
Good stuff.
I think you need three beautiful women. Like 3 beautiful women.
Does he identify as a woman? I'd be okay.
Yeah, hey.
I'd
Uncle
be okay watching my pronouns there for the sake of his feelings. 3 beautiful women showing some cleavage. Well, two showing cleavage and one with some nice cutoff shorts. And of course, I am the son, and I watch down over everyone.
Beautiful.
Is that close? Like, is that what that's meant to represent? And it's in a crummy apartment.
That's our clubhouse. That's the official War Campaign clubhouse.
That's the War Campaign clubhouse. I didn't know.
crummy apartment. Oh, we got to upgrade.
Jeez Louise, man. What is this?
Yeah.
Clubhouse.
God.
It's pretty
man.
dirty. Sometimes Luna comes in and pees on the rug and stuff.
Yeah. We got all kinds of parties going on in that area. I mean, we had a party.
No, I wasn't. I haven't been invited to any. So how would I know?
Well, you will be. There's no doubt about it. I mean, there's an
Mommy!
open invitation.
Yes,
What's going on
Mommy!
over here,
Yay!
though, John? If you'd be so kind, brother.
Mommy.
All right, so we have we
Zach,
got a
your
ready, we got a
boy,
dumpster
they
inside the ready
changed.
apartment. That's interesting. So this is this a
That was
wow.
that was a bad idea. Yeah, it was a bad idea.
too much to unpack. We got a lot of toxic waste.
That's toxic. That's
toxic.
toxic. Okay.
Toxic.
Definitely toxic waste.
Britney Spears. Zipping under.
You know, wow.
Hi, Mommy. Yay,
Well,
Mommy. Yay. Yay, Mommy.
This is
Okay,
Yeah.
you know what, John? It's a come down. John, it's
Yeah.
a come down.
That's
That's okay, though.
Yeah, that's
That's
not my
all right.
thing.
That's all
Sorry,
right.
guys.
Your
Makes
first
sense.
time. Not to
Yeah.
worry, brother.
That could have been better illustrated, to be honest with you. It's just, you have to tell me it's a cum dumpster. It just looks like a dumpster to me. It doesn't,
Well, it's like abstract memes, Caesar. You kind of like
right.
it's like kind of like abstract art. You got to kind of decipher it on your own.
So there's a cum dumpster in there, and then there's something that says waste tech that looks like a garbage
I'm moving ahead. This is
can, right? And then there's Renfimus holding the severed head.
okay. That part's funny. Wait.
Why is
Mags.
why is Mags's head cut off?
You know, perhaps
like-
it's a magic
Oh
trick,
my God,
and Zach's
yeah.
like, I don't know what the hell's going on.
Zach
you know?
is asking the same question. He's like, I don't know.
They're
And then
all
Ro is
trying it
serving a
on.
drink. Yeah, Ro's like, what would you like? And that's what I like about Ro. Ro's whole attitude is, what can I get you? You know?
Very good host.
Thank you, Caesar.
Anything
Hail-
for the
Big boy, very
ladies.
good host.
Yeah, yeah. You know what? We don't always like, what we're told to do, Caesar, by your direct orders, as your shock troops, shock and awe.
Yeah.
But shock
Shaka
troops,
Khan.
right? But,
Yeah,
but there
Shaka
it is.
Khan. Yeah.
Loyalty is everything.
Right.
And John, I hope you understand that, brother. I mean, this is it. For Empire to grow.
Yeah,
So
I'm
then
into
that-
that.
yeah.
I'm into growing the
know
empire.
what I'm
I mean, I don't know. I just
Well,
feel like when
go ahead, brother,
here's
go ahead.
here's where I'm gonna get a little serious for a sec, guys.
Yeah,
when,
yeah,
when we
cool.
No,
get to
serious.
images
No,
like
no,
that,
no. I don't
Sure.
want serious. Bye
this
bye.
episode where they have those
Are we
telepathic.
still
Part of
talking
war
now?
campaign is the inexplicable art, and you saying, what do you think is going on here? It's like something out of Mr. Rogers, and I really enjoy it. So is there any more art, or have we
Well, I
run
got
the
one
gamut?
more. Well, this is
Hey,
actually
can I-
done. Go ahead.
Hey,
please.
Ro,
Yeah,
can
absolutely.
I made that meme, the one with her head, and I never say what the memes mean to me. I leave that up to you guys. But that her head was not severed in that. That I was speaking to Mag's relationship with Ren is what that meant for me, and that's where I'll leave that.
Yeah, that's it. You know what? Art
Kinda
is
dark.
interpreted differently. by
Idiot
different people,
savant.
and
Yes.
we can't ban art because it makes
Yes.
us uncomfortable, right? This
With
is
the
bottom line.
memes.
Well, then we
Yeah.
can't not meme Mags and Heather Antos and all these other people, so we just can't stop.
I mean, art is art. I mean, John, you are an art
Artiste.
Yeah,
appreciator,
and
right?
I mean, if you guys want to do that, that's you. But I definitely don't want to be a part of.
No problem, brother. No problem. All right, take a look at this, John. Tell me. I mean, this one isn't a piece of art that you actually did find enjoyable. So let's put this one up.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Very nice,
So, it's some
yes.
Pokemon stuff.
Pokemon.
What the hell
Yeah.
is this?
Pika, Pika, Pikachu.
It's a
Pika,
sprite-
Pika,
it's a
Pikachu.
snail sprite.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
definitely it reminds me of Pokemon.
Yeah.
And yeah, there you go.
It was for sale on Ren's
It was for
Etsy
sale.
page, I think.
Yeah, I mean, what's the deal, John? I mean, with you and Lauren, are you guys
Pika.
pals, or is that? I mean, you do realize that we've got quite a.
I wouldn't say pals.
Right.
I would say I've talked to her. I understand where she's coming from, and it's like I try to empathize with everybody, and
You're
try
an
to see,
empath. Yeah, you're an empath.
yeah. That I try to do that. Like I try to understand you. I try to
Mm-hmm.
understand Ethan. I try to understand everybody.
Caesar.
And doing that makes me be able to write from different perspectives better. Because getting to know people is really how it's easier to create characters and the like. But number two is just I intrinsically want to get along with everybody. I really don't want to fight anybody if I can help
Even
it.
blue-haired land whales?
Even
Hey!
land whales, yeah.
Botar, don't say that about my mommy.
I just don't think there's
Bad. Bad
Go,
Chewbacca. Bad Lando.
go
No.
after somebody necessarily. And if talking can resolve that, I think that's a positive thing, and I think that's what we've done here, right?
Right on,
So-
right on. Okay, you know what? One more time, read the same tweet that you read before. Caesar's here. Let's hear it. I'm sure he'll enjoy it.
Hey, look. Spidey. Ooh.
I have
Spy.
absolutely
Oh,
lost my
that-
patience
wait,
with Ethan Van
That's an
Dyke.
imposter.
It's
That's
time
not
I
Spidey.
confess that I
Eh, eh,
when he tweets at me. I wish I was him so very desperately. Since I am not, I will have to settle for fingering my own butthole.
No.
Wow.
No. Run away.
You, spider.
Running away. This is. Oh no.
Join the Seaman Savers Club and be ready for Rainbow Brute.
Oh, is there a coupon?
Yeah, here's the deal: is these guys want Ethan and me to
Deep
fight so
discount.
badly.
Yeah.
They want this wedge to grow in order that to shrink Ethan's customer base and to shrink my
Right.
customer base. And doing that is just destructive to us, and there's no reason to do it whatsoever.
Okay, but
And
you
it's
refund,
scary,
right? You refunded Caesar's book, right? What I want you to do tonight,
Yeah,
brother, is
I
want you to
I'm gonna do that.
I want
We're
you to
gonna do that.
refund that refund, brother.
We're gonna do that. We're definitely
Hail
gonna do that.
Caesar.
Hail
I'm-
Caesar! Hail
I'm,
Caesar!
I'm grabbing Cyberfrog for sure.
Excellent, brother. You got to
Well-
refund that refund.
Cyberfrog is not available.
What?
You've been refunded.
You're,
It's not
you're shit out of
sorry.
luck.
Yeah, sorry. But Yeah, what people are you referring to that want you and I to fight? When you say these people want us to fight in a growing faction, a growing divide,
Right.
what people are you referring to?
I'm not just talking like a few trolls on Twitter or whatever. I don't really care about what a few trolls on Twitter do, but I'm talking about the industry that wants to gatekeep people out because of politics. I'm talking about the industry that wants to control the messaging of comics and force this schlock upon us and our next generation. And so those are the people in these cozy New York penthouses that are directing everybody and forcing everybody to.
You're referring to Joe Quesada.
Did you just talk shit about New York, bitch? You don't do that. Respect New York.
I'll go there. Yeah.
Joe Quesada is orchestrating.
I just had to say that one. That was too much. No.
Between you and me and these factions within Comicsgate is what you are saying right now. That's an incredible allegation. What makes you think that? Like, what evidence do you have? What makes you believe that this is what's going on right now?
I've watched cultural movements because the cultural lockstep from the left has been going on for 50 years, and they've got every institution. They've got Hollywood. They've got the news media. They've got academia. They've got comics. They've got book publishing. It's all in complete lockstep, and it always has been. And every time there's an uprising like this in any sort of, I'd say, center-leaning circles, right? Anytime somebody just doesn't take their place on the back of the bus like we're told to, they just sort of sow, I guess, doubt within us that we're on the right mission. I mean, we are bombarded with messaging on a daily basis that we're terrible people, that we're with terrible people, that everything we do is terrible. I mean, it grates on our psyches. It really does, and I think that is the cause of the infighting in almost every one of these cultural movements. And that's I've seen the patterns too much.
You've seen them with particular people?
I've seen them within the establishment overall. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how much one person has to do with everything. It's hard for me to say because I'm not in their inner circles.
Do you mind if I
they all kind of react in a group think? Yeah.
Okay. So what I've seen is that, in this divide that was formed, the rift between us, brother, you were driven into the arms of the enemy, I would say, right? There was a closeness that you were, whether you felt that there was no other place for you to go, you were driven into their arms. And I ask you, do you think that they actually wanted that divide and they wanted to draw you in, brother?
Yeah, 100%.
They wanted to draw you in, and I'm talking about Lauren, for example. I'm talking about SJW, Spidey. I'm talking about all those cucks, brother.
I've talked to individual people, and like I said, I think people on the individual level have their own motives, and there are people to empathize with, and then there's people who are. It's a little harder for me to empathize with somebody anon.
Right, but what I'm asking you is did Lauren? Did you feel that she was specifically? Okay, as this agent of chaos was trying to bring you towards her to create a greater rift in Comicsgate, brother.
Yeah, I think she'd tell you that too. I think she'd tell you that directly. But on the other side, she was just kind to me and just talked to me, so like a normal person.
I will be kind to you, brother. I will talk to you.
I like that.
No, honestly, brother, that's where we're at now. Yeah. If that's what you need, if you need to put your head on my bosom, brother. Then
love campaign, road tide. Yeah.
Caesar, how does this sound to you?
Well, I mean, it sounds as though, my feeling is that John is smarter than this, smarter than what he's saying. And either he's snowing me and this audience in a way.
Snow job,
by saying that, look, there is an organization in New York City that might be led by or controlled by Joe Quesada and yet that wants to create a divide, and that must
I
be
like
fought.
quesadilla.
And yet there are individuals who deserve to be empathized with, even though those individuals have shown themselves on a daily basis to be in collusion with those forces that mean to divide us. It makes me think that John is very emotional and needs to be coddled a little bit by people who have declared themselves the enemy of everything he believes. And if you do coddle him, then he will be loyal to you, even when these people have declared themselves the enemy of everything that you believe and the enemy of your friends, of your actual friends. And I'm speaking of Vox Day, of course. Now, I've seen Lauren say things like, well, Vox Day, and kind of pay lip service to Vox Day by saying, well, I don't think he's a white supremacist or whatever she was saying, because it was convenient at the time as a weapon to be used against me. She will find that line and decide with controversial characters like Dave Sim or Vox Day, exactly what position she should take, and she doesn't mind altering that position as to what will best inconvenience me and her argument against me. So I am concerned about that. Now, hearing John talk, because I know John's IQ is like 150. John's no dummy. So
over
and I know smart people. I know when I'm talking to people who are
he's
smarter
gonna go
than me.
SSJ something.
That's how smart I am.
Super Saiyan.
Dumb people are not aware that they're in the presence of smart people. Dumb people think everyone around them is retarded. They're retarded. And that's the thing about really
retard campaign.
Downgrade
look at the retard campaign.
I'm dumb, but I'm not that dumb. John's very smart. So those are my concerns. As I listen to John speak, part of me says, take mercy on John, bring him back into the fold. That's your agenda. That's your objective. But then I hear what John's actually saying, Ro, and I can't ignore the words that he's actually saying right to our faces about someone as heinous and toxic and destructive as Lauren Cooper, aka Remphamus.
I guess where it comes down
be nice to
I'm not
mommy.
going to just fight somebody for the sake of fighting. And I get that you might want me to fight somebody, but I've never been that person. So if somebody treats me with respect, I'll treat them with respect. It doesn't matter to me. And that's
when you actively worked against Comicsgate for as far as I can remember, though. Not that she hasn't been picking fights with quote unquote Comicsgate forever. So
somebody being kind to you in order to manipulate you and use you as a tool and a cudgel against your friends. That's being kind to you?
I don't know that that's the case. It's like, I think everybody should just ignore her in terms of.
But you're not ignoring her. Right? You are speaking to her. You're sending her kind tweets.
Right.
You are acknowledging her. You are in her pocket, John.
I don't know that I'm in somebody's pocket because I send somebody kind tweets. I think
would you buy anything
pocket pussy, pocket pussy cat,
the charitable donation that it was looking like at the time, I think it was for a food bank or something like that. I was interested in doing that to help a food bank, but that's just I think that's common human decency, and I want to try to be humanly decent to everybody. I really. That is where I'm at. I think that's the Christian thing to do, and I think you can't, if you keep escalating a fight over and over and over again, it's just going to keep escalating. At a point, you have to try to de-escalate and try to stop the other side from fighting you. It's just as important for long-term victory. If you want to look at things in terms of like what we did in Iraq, for example, we went in there and we just blitzed the hell out of the place, and those people hate us more than ever now. And if you just blitz the hell all the time, and you give no quarter to anybody ever for any reason, that you'll just see continual fighting. And I think that's a failure in strategy.
Yeah, you can't reason with SJWs though. So.
John, why didn't you vote for Jeb Bush in 2016.
Why didn't I vote for Jeb Bush?
That's who you sound like. You sound like Jeb Bush. What are
I
you
don't think
talking
so.
about?
Because I'm not talking about stopping fighting Marvel and DC. I'm talking about just.
Well, if he lost his balls, all he got is the Bush down there now.
You know,
It's the front lines.
Big Bush.
It really is so irrelevant. Twitter is so irrelevant. It really is.
Us Twitter whores beg to differ.
No, I'm sorry. Sorry to burst your bubble on that one. But yeah, I think too much stock is put into Twitter in general. I mean, it's just that whole site is toxic. I mean, my best month was the month I was off there, to be honest.
I'm just watching Roe.
Yeah.
I'm just watching Roe right now.
I would say Twitter helped organize the war campaign, and that's a good thing.
Yeah.
It's good for promotion.
Retard campaign.
Fun.
Rotard, Pantard.
Well, for us, Caesar, we will follow your lead.
Tart.
You know,
Tart.
for war campaign, loyalty is everything. It is not ours to think; it is ours to do.
So it's cool. I mean, you guys got your strategy. I got my strategy. We both have the
Big
same
baby.
goals.
Big baby.
Just because we differ strategically, you know, doesn't mean I can't lead my legion one direction, you lead your legion, you know, so we can pincer attack in a way. It's just.
Ooh, I like a good pincer.
Difference,
Yeah.
difference, right?
I hope.
I don't know about with you, big
I hope
guy.
that's the case.
We'll
man.
see. Yeah.
You know, it's like it. You know.
We'll see.
It's like finding a friend. It's like making a friend with someone who has befriended somebody who has been attacking you every single day, or somebody who assaulted you at gunpoint or something like that, and them telling you, well, you know, I didn't have that problem with them, so I talked to them. They're nice to me. When that person is clearly a malevolent presence, I mean, like, there's no debating that Renfimus and her friends,
You be nice to mommy.
A deep, dark presence that mean to hurt people who are your customer base. And she is utilizing you by speaking kindly to you as a means of hurting this movement as a whole. And it's not Twitter. We're not talking about Twitter. We're talking about Twitter is just a place where we encounter these individuals. We're talking about individuals. We're talking about people. You know, we're not fighting Twitter. You know, we're fighting people who have the means to destroy your friend's Indiegogo platform and get him removed from Indiegogo and brag about it and make it so that he can't put out books. And you know who we're talking about.
Yeah, and we're fighting that to the best of our abilities, 100%. And we're fighting it.
I'd say you're at 60%.
No way. We're fighting it in the arena that matters. I mean, going and posting about it on Twitter again doesn't matter, right? The legal aspects of what we're doing are what matters at the end of the day. There's other legal battles I'm fighting, which I just don't talk about ever, which is going to benefit everybody again. And I'll talk to you about this offline.
Mm-hmm.
But these are the things that we actually need to accomplish in order to protect ourselves. And we are working very, very hard. We're spending our own money doing it. And you know what? Somebody, like I said, like a mean tweet or two, you know, everybody here tweets mean things. Everybody.
Mean tweets.
I've seen it. You know, I mean, we've all done it. Everybody does it on Twitter. Twitter's just a nasty pit of just fighting, and that's all it is. And I don't think I really do not view that as like something that matters whatsoever. No. And I don't want to engage in it. I don't want to engage in it at all. I don't want to engage on it. You know, I don't want to be tagged in at this point by them fighting you guys. I don't want to engage in it with being tagged in the other way. If somebody wants me to moderate a debate, I think I'd be good for that because I can just talk to people and
He wants to be a finger
try to
cuffs.
simmer things down a little bit.
No.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't want my life to be a Twitter fight. I really don't. It's not fun.
No.
Oh, let me look at Ro again.
Too much dead air.
Looking good, bro.
Sad Ro.
Ro, what are you drinking?
Tears of a clown.
But that's what this is about. I don't want my life to be a
The
Twitter
Rotard.
fight, right?
The good stuff today. I figured, you know what? Might as well. Canadian Club 20-year-old.
There you go.
Rock on.
There you go, Rotard.
I haven't started drinking yet. I might start drinking tonight.
You
Yeah.
might need to. You might do.
Yeah,
you know
I
what,
think we
John,
might
maybe
start
if you
drinking
say
it.
Hail Daddy Sunbeam one more time, brother.
No. I think that's
Real
not,
sexy.
No,
Real sexy like.
not the answer.
That might
I
help
love you.
things.
I love you, Ethan.
Yeah.
That didn't help, bro.
Make it stop.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, look, we agree to disagree then.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't know. I mean, I don't like to air out my actual long-term strategies of what I'm doing on like a live stream because who knows who's watching it. First off,
Never go full
so it's like,
retard. That's
I'll
probably
be more
that's
clear
probably a
about
good
things like
one
that
right
because
there.
It's just
John,
If
how
he-
about this?
If
I wanna
he's some
put this
people
meme up. I
here,
think this meme is the right moment.
you
for
never
this
go
meme
full
right over here.
retard. Just
Can you read that out?
yeah. Hey, Space Girls.
clarity.
Bringing it back
I know, you
around.
want clarity from me, right? So my clarity is I'm going to hang out. I'm going to write books. I'm making books. I'm Team MAGA. I'm Team Jesus. And that's who I am. So
Team Caesar.
Team Caesar, too.
All right.
There's my clarity.
Hey, look, it's Rotard's
Okay.
beat.
I gotta
It's
go
all
'cause I gotta
dying.
get ready for.
Right.
I'm gonna go on
Bye-bye.
Sweetcast
It's just
tonight,
floating away.
you know?
He's dead on
That's
the
really a
inside
good
after
interview.
this one.
I love
Excellent.
Clint at Sweetcast. Everybody make sure to subscribe to Sweetcast as well. But yeah, it was a pleasure.
Yay,
It was very
Sweet
interesting.
Tard.
Thank
Yeah,
you,
he's
Ro,
good.
thanks
Hey,
for sending the invitation.
it's me
John,
reviews.
thanks for being here. Appreciate it.
Sweet Tard.
Appreciate
Yeah.
All right, brothers. Bye-bye.
All right. Hail
Good night,
Caesar.
Hail Caesar.
Hail Caesar.
Hail Caesar.
Bye bye, Uncle
There it is. I
Ethan.
think we're going to sign off. Leave it there. I
Bye.
know, John, you got some stuff to do after this. Can we get one Hail Daddy Sunbeam, please, Ava? You know what? Just leave that sweet taste in my mouth if you don't mind.
Hail, Daddy Sunbeam.
One more time. Just say it a couple times. I think I need to hear it a couple times.
Hail, Daddy Sunbeam. Hail, Daddy Sunbeam.
Wow.
I knew Andrew was gonna come around like in the background sometime and be like, "What the fuck is this?"
Wow.
Oh man, there you go.
What a-
Thanks
what
a
a
lot.
night.
Yeah, what a night. Thanks a lot, John, for coming on. Appreciate it, brother. All the best to you. And
Bye
we
bye,
will be
John.
in touch.
Bye bye.
Right? Remember, brother, if I can leave you with anything, I'll say this. Loyalty is everything.
Absolutely.
Hail Caesar.
Hail
Hail
Caesar.
Caesar.
Hail the Centurions. Hail the Valkyrie. And hail
Bye bye. Bye bye, beard boy. Bye bye.